Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for today's devotion. I'd like to talk to you today about embracing your shape. What passions has God given you? What abilities, experiences? How are you using them to glorify Him? Are you keeping all your talents for yourself, or are you using them to serve and help other people? There are billions of people on this planet right now, and there's not a single one of them who is exactly like you. Every one of us is completely different. We're all unique. God doesn't make copies of anything. God does not reproduce identical people. Even identical twins are different in many, many ways. Personality and experiences. You could search all of history, every human being that God has ever created before us and whoever will come after us, and there will never be anyone like you that has your thumbprint, your voice print, your handprint, your heartbeat, your footprint, your DNA, and your personality. You are a one-of-a-kind original. Why? Because originals are always worth more than copies. God made you as an original. You are uniquely shaped by God for His purpose. And He made you to be you. And He doesn't want you to be anybody else. So don't be the JV version of someone else when you are created to be the varsity version of yourself. Psalm 139, verse 13 to 16 says, "You, God, shaped me inside out. You formed me in my mother's womb. You know me inside and out. You know every bone in my body. You know exactly how I was made, bit by bit. Like an open book, you watched me grow from conception to birth, and all the stages of my life were spread out before you. The days of my life all prepared before I even lived one day." Notice it says how much attention God was paying to your particular birth. He shaped you. He formed you. He knows everything about you. He watched every stage of your growth in your mother's womb, and He prepared every day of your life. All of this happened before you were even born. These verses teach a very important truth. Your shape, how you're wired, is not an accident. Shape is an acrostic that talks about the 5 things that make you you. SHAPE. Your spiritual gifts, your heart, your ability, your personality, and your experiences. God gives 5 things to make you you. First, when you become a believer, He gives you gifts. There's about 20 spiritual gifts listed in the Bible. He gifts you to have certain spiritual abilities to do things. Then heart. God gives you a passion. It's what you love to do. The interests that you have. The reason you have those interests is because God put that interest in you. And then He also gives you abilities. Everybody has abilities, whether you're a Christian or not. These are natural abilities. Some of you are good at math. Some people are good at mechanical things. Some of you are good at musical things or artsy things. We all have different abilities so that everything gets done. The P in shape is your personality. We all have different personalities too. Some people like routine, same thing over and over. Some people like variety. Some people like to work by themselves. Some people like to work in a group of people. Some people like to compete. Some people like to cooperate. It's just the way you're wired. God wired us all differently. Then finally, the E, you have experiences. You have vocational experiences and educational experiences and spiritual experiences and family and relational experiences. But really, when you boil it all down, there are 2 buckets of experiences in life. positive experiences and painful experiences. And God uses them both in your life. God uses both the positive experiences in your life and the painful experiences in your life. And he does this to teach you and to prepare you and to shape you for what he's made you to be. You were shaped by God for a purpose. You fit in ministry. You were shaped for it. Pastor Rich and I are going to be starting a new series in June to help you to discover and to learn all about your shape. I hope you'll join us. We want to help you down a pathway where you can serve and find fulfillment being used by God. Hey, listen, as your pastor, I'm going to be praying for you this week. I hope you have a great day today.